with Kinlock today. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick for everybody?
Yeah, I'm Tanner. Tanner Edmonds. I sing.
I'm Traven Bagley, and I'm the drummer.
My name's Lane Allen, and I play guitar.
I'm Nick Strother, and I also play guitar.
Perfect. I think we're only missing one member today.
Yeah, Casey bass. Yeah, he's not here today.
So how you guys doing today? You're over here. You're gonna play tomorrow. You're gonna open up for Treaty Oak and Matt Williams, and then I think you guys said you're gonna stick around and watch William Clark Green today, right?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I've never got to see him before.
Yeah.
So.
Are you guys gonna get to play on the stage out back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah.
It's supposed to feel really. It's felt really good all week. It's been kind of surprising.
Yeah, the weather's
I know.
ideal for an outside show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Then I was looking at the temperatures for next week, and it's supposed to be hot again. I was like, makes sense.
Yeah, that's how it's just like up and down.
It's just Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
All day. Yeah. So these guys are the total reason we're down here. I get a message one day. He sends me a message. I look at it and they're like, William Clark Green's coming to Bubba's. You want to come down? And I was like, sure. Like I thought, maybe they had everything lined out already. Like all we got to do is show up,
Not at all.
And I was like, that was everything. Like he's like, no. Yeah. But it's been cool to come all the way down here. Yeah. It's been a journey for the past couple of days. We've kind of been running all over Oklahoma. We were in Pryor yesterday, Durant today, and we've been going back and forth to Stillwater too. So, and then we'll be at Pryor tomorrow too for
What
born
were
and
you at
raised.
Pryor for yesterday?
Born and raised.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing content all weekend. It's been the content weekend for us. So.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's good though.
Yeah. So just right off the bat, you guys want to go into what your musical inspirations for each one of you? I'm sure it varies, but
Yeah. So my musical inspirations, I grew up listening to, honestly, just a whole lot of stuff from Jimmy Buffett, Garth Brooks, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Well, some. My parents didn't like it just a whole lot, but just kind of all over the place for my musical inspiration. Just I got to listen to all of it, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of country and stuff. Jamie Johnson and some of the older folks like Gary Allen. He was one of my dad's favorites and one of mine. Then we'd also scream Kid Rock on the way to kindergarten as well, or whatever else, second grade and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. But that's about it for me. Really just older country until I figured out who the Turnpike Troubadours were. And then I just fell in love with Red Dirt and started searching it out.
Hell yeah. I've been a metalhead my whole life through and through. And it's because my dad, if anything was playing besides heavy metal in the truck, it wasn't allowed, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the reason I'm the way I am. But I started playing drums when I was like 5, and still do not very much, but picked up guitar I guess probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I just fell in love with it. I mean, it's my dad probably is the reason I'm the way I am, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of hard rock and metal. My dad listened to a lot of Disturbed, Godsmack, things like that, and then my mom, she listened to a lot of country music, Reba McEntire especially, but then also more just popular rock like Nickelback, things like that. But then when it comes to actual my guitar playing itself, I definitely like to try and take a lot of inspiration from a lot of big players like Steve Vai, or very technical players like Guthrie Govan, or Mateus Acedo's a newer guy who I'm really into, or Tim Henson from Polyphia. Just incredible technical players. They're pushing real new sounds on guitar. I'm really into it. The innovative stuff.
You wanna tell them what the conversation we had about that picture before? Yeah, we were quizzing you about if you knew who George Jones was.
Yeah.
And the answer was no. And I was very surprised.
That's for those two.
We know who George Jones is.
I was hoping he didn't speak for the whole band whenever he didn't know who George Jones was. We're talking about the George and Tammy Showtime. Have you guys seen that?
I hadn't seen that.
Just clips of it.
It's good. I liked it. Rhett said
it's just him. He's trying to push this on me.
I'm trying to push
He's like, watch this. I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
I know. Which is really it's really surprising because he's he listens to almost exclusively old country. I don't want to say exclusively anymore, but he used to listen to exclusively old country.
Yeah.
Now I'm surprised that he hasn't watched it.
I tried to give it a chance, but it was just too I don't know, the whole I feel like they're trying to the acting is a little too much.
What else are they supposed to do?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, you're right. You're right.
They're trying to act out George Jones and Tammy Wynette like they're both dead. It's not like they have somebody to like go ask like how did you act whenever you were going through a divorce?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry. My point has been made. So
you know what? I'm gonna go watch the entire thing tonight.
Please do.
And I'm gonna give you a full review tomorrow.
Please do. Wait.
5-page essay.
Yeah. I want an essay on my desk tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you guys are from around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say like Durant is where your band is originally from? Did you guys come
Pretty
together
much.
here?
Oh, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Are you guys? Where are you guys all from individually?
We're both from Medill, so just
Oh,
across
really?
the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm from Atoka,
And then I'm from Colgate.
but we live together in Atoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, not far from here.
So that's kind of funny. I was in FFA and Medill FFA always had a really good the judging contest. I was in environmental natural resources.
Yeah.
There was really good at that. I don't know if you ever are part of that team.
No,
in FFA.
So I tried to do ag or FFA for like 2 years, and they told me they were like, well, like you need to choose between football and FFA, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna go football.
Yeah.
And looking back, I'm like, wow, I should have stuck with FFA. Like, I can barely walk half the time, but you know.
You got any football injuries?
Oh yeah, I've had 3 knee surgeries and a shoulder surgery. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I have 2 knee surgeries.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not fun. ACL on all 3 of them?
So mine was a patella. My second one, I really don't know what all they fixed. It was just kind of a jumbled mess.
They just laid you on the table and they said, cut me open.
Yeah, like,
just fix
there you
me.
go. Yeah,
Fix me. I'm not feeling good.
Well, like my kneecap was like on the side of my leg, so it was just like didn't know really what was
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, that's
but
not
then
good.
I had that surgery, and then another one to go in and fix that other surgery, and then I had my shoulder surgery where they had to go in and put screws in here and reattach a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think I tore 7 out of the 8 major ligaments in the. So yeah, not fun.
That's not fun, no.
It's a bionic man.
Basically.
He's the $1 million man. Yeah. So you guys, who like orchestrated like putting together your guys' band? Like, was there one central?
That's a crazy story, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome down to Bad Brad's Barbecue. Hey, stop looking at Gus. Stop it. Stop it. All right, folks, you see here, Jagger's trying to throw some cornhole, and he just can't get her done.
I just cannot hit anything today.
I see that, Jagger.
Man, you gotta have some bad brads. Play that crap when you're hungry.
Vernon always coming in clutch with the barbecue. Oh, yeah, look at that bite, folks. All right, Jagger, let's see it. Look at that, right in the hole.
Bad Brad's, where you can't help but be good.
Like Jagger said, folks, Bad Brad's Barbecue, where it's good to be bad.
Hey guys, we want to tell you a little bit about Deadwake Archery Innovations. They got all kinds of awesome stuff. They create their very own custom designed CNC milled bows, and they do all kinds of crazy colors with the anodization. And you want to tell them a little bit more?
Yeah, so it is a Oklahoma State graduate. They're in Kansas, Oklahoma is where they're established. They do some great stuff, great killing machines for the water, honestly. And just go check them out. Thank you so much for Deadwake Archery Innovation for sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah. Well, Tanner and I, we've been playing together. Shoot, I started playing drums when I was 9, on stage when I was 10 in the church. Then Tanner came along, and shoot, we've been playing. We played in church from like 11 years old on stage till like 18, until we went off to college. And we kind of told people like, well, we can't really play anymore. We're going to college, which is only like 30 minutes away, so we could have made that drive. But
Yeah.
we were kind of wore out of it. And then, we were in college, and Tanner wasn't going to class, and I was doing terrible. in
Failing class.
And anyways, Tanner, he ends up, not going anymore to school. And then, but in that time, kind of like, man, let's write our own music and stuff. And I'd gotten into Turnpike Troubadours, and Tanner had gotten into Whiskey Myers really heavy at that time. So we started writing our own tunes and stuff like that, and doing what we could and playing. And then I'd met Lane through a mutual friend of ours, and then
Why do I feel like I already know that story without hearing the story?
anyways, and then Lane knew Nick, and Nick, he just moved down here from, where were you at?
I was in Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Well, I was in the band, and I was the only guitar player, and we probably did 8 or 10 shows, and I'd been talking to Nick, and we used to be in a metal band, you know. I played drums, he played guitar. But we just had a bunch of practices that went nowhere. You know, we had some cool shit that we wrote like together, but never got to actually show anybody. But I just knew he wasn't in a band. I knew we needed another guitar player, and I didn't want anybody else other than him.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if you want to move down here, live with me, you can be in the band. We'll make it. You know, I know it. And so that's what we're doing.
Did you guys have like a name for the band that didn't start up?
Do what?
Did you guys have a name for the band that the metal band you guys were in?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we did.
Did we?
Blaine, our singer, he came up with it. It was called Dark Dementia.
Dark Dementia?
You remember?
Yeah, you're right.
He made a Facebook page and everything for it.
You're right.
I swear.
Blaine's a character.
He is,
sounds like
man.
that guy is a
insane.
character.
He's like our he's kind of whapped up right now.
Yeah, but he's like a super fan of ours.
Yeah.
Like a mega fan.
He's a really
That sounds like you.
He's the one that brought the signs to Tumbleweed and it said Kinlock.
Yeah.
He was on the other side. It says
like,
Kinlock. Do you?
It's that name sounds like you type into Google like rock band name generator or something.
Blaine probably did exactly that, honestly.
He got on Chat GPT and typed in good rock
like
band
edgy
name.
metal band name.
Exactly. So where did the name Kinlock come from?
That was a creek Tanner and I really grew up on, just fishing off Lake Texoma. And then, you know, we got to thinking about band names, and there was just him and I at the time. And we didn't want to do like the whole name thing. You know, everybody's doing this name thing, which is fine, you know, Co Wetzel and all this stuff. But we're like, well, let's do a band name. Nobody really does that anymore. And then I kind of came with Kinlock, which that's the name of the creek. And then like nobody knows what that means, and I think it sounds cool. So we just kinda
it
stuck
does.
with it.
Really.
Yeah. So it's up for interpretation. Whatever people want to think it is.
Has everybody come up with like, so whose name is Kinlock or whose last name is Kinlock?
No,
They really just say, so where did
what's it
Kinlock
mean?
come from?
Yeah.
And then I just say, that's a creek Tanner and Traven grew up fishing.
It's the most country sounding thing. Like,
He's like, I don't know, some creek they went to.
Some creek down in Madale, Oklahoma.
Yeah. So what would you classify your sound as? Like, what genre would you put you guys self in? Red dirt, or you guys southern rock? Like
rock, red dirt. It's really, honestly, dude, it's really just not forming. Like that, the whole first record that we did, that was just whenever it was Tanner and I. Like we just went in and then, like, we hired musicians for it and everything. But now that we're all like writing together and stuff, and it's just turning more into like a rock sound. Which, you know, you got a couple metalhead guitarists it's going to, and I like beating the drums pretty hard. So I think
we got finished with our last song and we left out of the studio at like 1:30 in the morning, and we just kept listening to the song on repeat that we just recorded, and they were like, we've been trying to get them to like converge, you know, like guys were a rock band. And after we did that song, Tanner was like, all right, I've come to the conclusion we're a rock band.
That's not to say we won't write anything country.
There's definitely some country twang to it too.
I mean, he's always going to have a country twang in his voice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Grew up in the South. It's just kind of how it is.
I mean, some people say, there's been a couple of people say that y'all kind of remind me of Blackstone Cherry.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I thought that was a compliment.
Yeah, we've had
I love Blackstone Cherry.
Yeah. So, would you guys rather open for like rock bands that come through, or would you rather open for like, I guess you guys opening for Treaty Oak, so like that's kind of a similar vibe, and so is Matt Williams. He's rather open for those like red dirt rock bands, or you rather open for like straight up?
Definitely
like,
red dirt rock bands because of how we sound.
Yeah, because the band sound, it just makes more sense cohesively to open for a red dirt rock band.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll take any opening we can get.
We like playing shows though.
If Slipknot wanted us tomorrow, we'd be there.
Yeah, true.
I would hope.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do like outside of music when you're like just a hobby, anything like that?
Oh, a hobby? Well, we like to play golf.
Yeah, we're not very good, but
Yeah, we suck, but I like to play golf.
Neither are we.
fishing, hunting, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Tanner and I will actually be in Kansas a week from today, next Friday.
Yeah.
Going deer hunting up there.
Really?
Yep.
Do you guys go like? Do you got land up there? You do like guide hunts or?
No, my grandma, she's got land up there and stuff, so it really works out for us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We go there every spring and fall for turkey and deer and everything.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Do you just hunt whitetail or you antelope, mule deer?
Just whitetail where we're at. But I mean, during the spring, there's a lot of turkeys there too.
Yeah.
And what's cool, the Hat, that big venue in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 minutes from the Hat.
Really?
Yeah. We haven't got to go to a show there yet, but
when you do, I mean, it's just gonna work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're really looking forward to that.
We're trying to make plans if we ever get to play there to be like, all right, so we're going to take like 4 days off and go hunt. And we'll play.
Yeah.
And then
Hunt some
another like 4 days off to
Yeah.
go hunt.
Yeah.
That'd be handy.
Do you two both hunt and fish as well, or?
Oh
do you have
yeah,
other
I've
hobbies?
been hunting fishing for my whole life, but I drag race too, like sand drag racing.
Really?
And I mean for a job, I work with a contractor, and I just started doing guitar lessons for kids like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
And I've just been staying real busy lately with everything.
Yeah, I'm not much of a hunter or fisher, to be honest. I like fishing. I just don't do very often. Hunting, I just don't.
Yeah.
I took him last year with me, and then the next day I went. I said, "You want to go, bro?" And he said, "No." Then I went and shot a big old deer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, man, yeah,
me and my
disappointing.
dad shot one.
That could have been you.
I
5 minutes
know.
apart. 5 minutes apart.
Do you have any hobbies outside?
Man,
of
yeah, honestly, the only thing I really do is play video games or guitar. Like, guitar is my main thing, I spend a lot of time playing guitar every day.
It
Rock
was, it was
it's
just
what I
y'all
like to
would
do.
see if this dude had a guitar in his hand.
Yeah,
Y'all would
it's
see.
what I like to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just my main hobby for sure.
Yeah.
He needs to just get Rock Band and meet in the middle.
There you go, right there. He's gonna jam out on Rock Band all the time. So do you guys do music full time? Do you guys have day jobs? What are you doing during the day?
So I kind of do maintenance for a bank, but my main thing, I'm kind of a repo guy for a bank. So like, I don't have to go out on repos a whole lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to, but I just have to clean out a bunch of nasty crap. And it's pretty rough.
So if I don't ever pay my bill, should I expect you to show up at my house?
Maybe.
Try to take my house. I'm like, hey, what's going on? It's
Hey
like
man, nice to see you.
yeah, and you're like, I'm taking your home actually. So.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a terrible job.
Thanks for
It
having
really
us on the
is.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody
I'll
hates
delete the episode. It wouldn't be that hard.
I just picture those videos where it's like the tow truck driver coming to get the car, and it's just him trying to get your car. The guy's like trying to hit him with a shovel or something.
Oh man, yeah. There are some interesting stories that come from doing
I
that
bet.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm a fifth-year senior at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. No Storm. I think that's what they're on.
Savage
Really?
Storm. Savage Storm.
Those Savages, whatever.
Didn't Dennis Rodman go there?
He
Yeah.
did, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he played basketball there for like a year.
Yeah, he did. He's a wild man.
Yeah, they got his banner up in there.
Yeah.
Really? It's just a picture of him and Kim Jong-un playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I work for a buddy of mine, lives down the road doing taxidermy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just whenever I can fit it in my schedule. And then, on the weekends usually we're playing somewhere.
Yeah. What are you majoring in?
Safety.
Safety?
Yeah. Don't advise it. It's not a lot of fun.
I'm about to say I've never heard good things about safety guys when I talk to guys that work
Nah,
on
dude, people
construction.
hate us.
Yeah.
People make good money doing it, but people hate us.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'll probably do anything else whenever I graduate, honestly.
Yeah.
But we'll see where the Lord leads me.
Yeah.
He going back for that 6th year, baby.
I was in college, I guess probably a year ago. I was in my last semester, and I would have concerts like every Friday and Saturday. That was when we have them about every Friday or Saturday. And I told my teacher before that semester that I wasn't going to be there most Fridays because of concerts. And he said, in his office he said that was okay, but I missed a couple, like the first 2 Fridays in a test, and he got on my ass in the middle of class, and like I just stopped going after that. It was my last semester. I got a job working with my boss now, and we do everything, build houses except put in a septic tank,
Yeah.
But that's just that, and the guitar lessons that I just started for kids.
Yeah.
In Atoka. That's working really well. I just started a couple weeks ago. I got like 18 kids already.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But all that keeps me really busy.
He just teaches them all Kinlock songs, so that they can have backups.
A bunch of them. The first thing I taught them was literally the riff from Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
Just because whenever that was the first thing I learned, and I was like, I think I learned that on a bass when I was like 7 or 8, maybe 9, but it made me feel so cool whenever you just you know that main riff. I mean, especially to somebody that's never made anything sound good on an instrument, you know. And I had a kid that come in that he loved Pantera, and he busted out "I'm Broken," not with like perfect, but it's like he's like 11, you know. So it's really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I work full time at a dispensary here in town as a bud tender, so I sell marijuana.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a legal drug dealer.
A bud tender. I've never heard that.
I didn't know it. He's a barista, but for cannabis. That's what it sounds
that's
like.
exactly what I am. That's exactly.
He's just in there rolling it up. He's like, "Is this what you want? Is this the blend?"
My pleasure.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you guys got any like new music coming out here pretty soon?
Hopefully.
We'll be back in the studio Wednesday to hopefully finish up a couple songs in Oklahoma City. But yeah, we got 2 new ones that we're recording right now.
Where do you guys record in Oklahoma City?
With Dwight Hamlin.
Yeah.
Same for White Lighters.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be working with Dwight.
He's
Dude's
a
good.
Yeah, he's a real cool dude.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Has a really great sound for music. You can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of great input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a guitar player too. Yeah, he's
awesome.
good.
That dude. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, these 2 new songs, they're just really. I think they're really going to show what we're
Doing now.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sound
the
we're
sound.
moving
It's
in.
really going to move into the direction we want to. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm really excited about it. I think they're going to do really good once they finally get done.
Would you rather, like, if you were able to put out an album right now, would you put out like a huge, like a double album, or are you guys the type to put out like a 10-song album? Because like here recently, it seems like those double albums have been getting kind of popular. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
At this point, it's probably just singles is the move. As of right now,
Yeah.
I'm like promoting the heck out of it on TikTok and whatever else, social media wise, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously singles right now, but I'm saying down the road, like if that was a possibility.
I think, we get to get together like one time a week for an hour and a half. You know, it's like everybody has their own jobs, and our bass player, he has a kid and wife. And if we just don't have they'll write a song, and then we'll make guitar parts for it, and then we just have to pick a day to go to the studio. Like whenever we finally get to sit like on a damn bus or just chill together as a band and write our music together, I think hell yeah. I mean, a double album, I feel like it would be so easy if we actually had the time to write music together. Because I mean, they have so many songs. I mean, I can't tell you how many songs that they have wrote. It's just like when we get together, we go over the set list for that weekend, you know. And we just don't have as much time as we need right now. But we're gonna figure it out somehow. I mean, we're gonna get there. But
That was kind of what I was gonna ask Nick. Like, how do you guys get together to write songs? Is it just one of you has an idea, or you guys all get together, kind of like do a retreat and write music that way, or?
I mean, most of the time it's just he'll have an idea, or I'll have an idea, or he'll come over and we'll just be sitting there and be like, "Ooh, kind of like that. Let's run with it."
Yeah.
And so, right, and then like Nick actually came over. What was it, Wednesday? And we sat down and kind of wrote together. And so I mean, it's just kind of when an idea happens, it happens.
Yeah, just trying to fit it in. Like,
Yeah.
it don't really matter who comes up with the idea. We're just trying to get something good moving.
Yeah. And
So
it's like
No, go ahead.
it's like, and you like, it seems like you just have to intentionally sit down and be like, all right, and be okay with 90% of what you're gonna write just sucks.
Yeah.
But then you have the 10%. You're like, hey, we can work with this.
Yeah, I mean, even great songwriters, or like John Mayer, he talks about like putting in your 10,000 hours, you know, or the 10,000 hour rule. You do it so much, well, you're going to stumble on something sometime. So might as well get your hours in and keep going. You're going to get better, you know, with each one. So it's kind of write as much as you can, get the bad ones out of the way, at least what you think is bad, and hopefully you can stumble upon something that's really good. But
Yeah.
you know, just commitment kind of right now.
How do you go about writing the guitar parts for a song? I've always wondered about that.
man, it's usually just picking it and seeing what works. I mean, seeing what sounds good.
Yeah, it's important to, like, for me, when I'm writing a guitar part, I like to really listen to the song and think about what's going to benefit the song, like what tone's going to benefit, what melody, what if I should be doing a chord, if I should be doing some sort of melody, if it should be like in a high octave or in a lower octave, like just really like listen to it and think about what fits. Or coming up with it, just a good hooky riff is just a matter of knowing the key we're playing in, unless we haven't even established that yet. If they haven't even picked out a chord progression or something, just listen to the lyrics, or he'll sing some sort of melody, and I'll figure out what he's singing on the guitar. I'll figure out that melody he's singing, and then establish like the key he's in, pick the chords out that are fitting over the vocal melody he's singing, and then go from there.
Yeah.
But it really just depends. And then sometimes things just spontaneously happen, of course. You just get struck with some sort of inspiration. You hear something in your head and it just comes out, Those kind of things happen more with time, though. The more time you put into it, the more often you'll just hear something in your head and be able to just make it happen on your instrument.
Yeah. So quick question for each one of you. Like, if you were to go on, preface question, Spotify or Apple Music, each one of you? Spotify?
I use Apple Music.
Yeah. Well, I got
them
3 out of
both,
4.
though. I got them both.
I got 3 out of 4. That's all I want to say. I got to dig on him a little bit. If you guys were to go on Spotify or Apple Music and you're just first song you're picking, what song would that be for you right now?
The Funeral, Turnpike Troubadours.
What was that? I'm sorry.
The Funeral by Turnpike Troubadours.
The Funeral?
Mm-hmm. Love that song.
You don't know? Mine would be Checkmate by Lamb of God.
Mine would probably be Padme by Golden Necklace.
I don't know. Probably Bury My Bones with Myers. If I'm
That's
just
a good one. Yeah.
Go click on something.
Yeah.
That'd be the first one.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's kind of is split even down the middle right here.
What,
What
would yours be, Jagger?
Mine?
When we leave here and you get in the car, what are you putting on?
Probably Serenade. I've been banging that song so much. I don't. I know you guys can't tell, but we're not South Hall fans at all.
Oh yeah, seems like it.
Yeah. He walked in the front door this morning, and I was like, you guys.
Yeah. What about you?
Fool's Gold for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a classic.
I'm still riding that high, dude. That was Fool's Gold for sure.
We went Wednesday to the pre-show for Born and Raised. We got to talk to Brian a little bit. We did a podcast with him a while back with the damn Quells, and he's a character. He's a fun guy, and he broke out into Fool's Gold. It was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I 100% knew you were gonna pick that song.
I mean, I can't get it out of my head. That's the problem. It's one of those songs just like buries in your head. I don't know why. What about like undiscovered artists that like someone you don't think people normally listen to, that you're like, hey, go listen to this guy, or go listen to this song by this guy.
Oh, what's
Undiscovered artist.
Oh, Benjamin Dakota Rogers.
Yeah, love Benjamin Dakota Rogers.
I'll have to go check that out.
He's got a really unique sound. Really unique.
Yeah,
Really?
Benjamin Todd, he's solid too. He's more of an acoustic guy. He's actually,
I've heard a couple of his songs before. Yeah.
yeah, he's got some good tunes. I really appreciate lyrics and music, and I think he's got some great lyrics. But man, I'm a diehard Turnpike fan, so
Yeah.
if I talk to anybody and they're like, well, like Red Dirt, like we play Red Dirt. I'm like, well, what's Red Dirt? I'll tell them go listen to Turnpike. I'm just a giant.
What's your favorite Turnpike album?
Diamonds and Gasoline, probably.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They've got some really good. I mean, all their stuff is good. Their new record, I really appreciated too. But The Funeral by Turnpike, dude, if you hadn't heard it,
Yeah.
go listen to the lyrics
Yeah.
on it. Holy
It's
crap,
a good
it's so good. Like throughout the song, the prefacing, the end of the song.
My favorite is A Long Way From Your Heart.
That's
a great
I
great
love
record.
that. Front to back, every song on that one I absolutely love.
I think just that line, honestly, or just the name of it's great. A Long Way From Your
Yeah.
Heart. Like, who's gonna think of that?
Exactly, and it's not even like a title track, but it's mentioned in the House Fire.
Yeah.
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 We had we talked to Lance Rourke yesterday, who wrote Chipping Mill from the new album from
Oh,
Turnpike.
really?
Yeah.
So that
Wow.
was really interesting to
that's-
get to pick his brain
That's got
about
to be
that.
ours because he just came on. He's kind of like
artist that's like lesser known, but he's kind of getting on the scene right now. I like Oklahoma Blacktop by him. I guess go check that out.
I have to check him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
One song that
Lance Rourke. Yeah.
One song that Turnpike didn't write, they covered on that first record was Long Hot Summer Day. I never knew that. And,
They covered that?
Yeah, they didn't write that.
Who
Nathan didn't.
who wrote it?
I don't know. I was talking to their drummer a while back, and he was telling me they have a cover on each one of their records. But I don't know who wrote it. I asked him. He said, well, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that was a cover of somebody. Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's what I was told.
I forgot. I think I know which one's the Oklahoma Stars is the cover on.
Long Way from the Heart.
Yeah.
What's that? Is it Goodbye Normal Street? I think it's Doreen.
Yeah,
I think that's
Doreen.
the cover on theirs.
Yeah. That's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, they got a cover
Yeah.
on each one of their records. I don't know about this last one. I guess they do. If you said that they didn't write Chipping Mill. But.
Well,
They wrote it for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lance and RC wrote it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
Yeah,
it was.
that's one thing that people don't know about them. RC writes quite a bit too.
Yeah. He writes a lot. He definitely writes a lot of their songs.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I was going to mention this to you last night, but we didn't get a chance, so I'll mention it now. So Reed sang Tall, Tall Trees last night,
Yeah.
and I was really shocked to hear that in his set, but I loved it.
Who sung that?
A bunch of people have sung it. Alan Jackson sung it. It's a Roger Miller song, I think,
Really?
originally.
Huh.
I think he wrote it.
Yeah.
but-
I didn't know the song right off the bat. So.
yeah.
Really? Yeah. I know.
I loved it. It
Yeah,
was like
it
the
was
perfect
good.
mix of
Yeah.
the old and the
Yeah.
new. And
They did an awesome. They did "Don't Tell Me," and then they like kind of took an instrumental break, and then Reed grabs a cowbell, and we're like, "What is he gonna do with it?" And then he, in the middle of it, he goes, "Tick, tick, tick," like for Mississippi Queen. How it, and then he throws the drumstick out, and they break into Mississippi Queen. It was a great set that they had. That's pretty.
Freaking awesome. You ever
Yeah.
seen Whiskey Myers live?
I haven't.
Dude,
They're
they're.
good.
Yeah.
they're playing tonight.
They're playing
at
tonight.
Born and Raised.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't know.
And Turnpike's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm such
He's
a
like,
diehard
"Fine, I'll
Turnpike
go."
fan.
Yeah.
I'd love to go see Whiskey Myers again.
He's like, guys, I'm sorry, I won't be at the show tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go watch Turnpike.
Find
tomorrow
the
night."
drummer.
Yeah.
I'd be
It's-
mildly upset with you. Just mildly.
So
What were you saying about Whiskey Myers? I think I interrupted you there. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just going to talk about, I don't know what you'd call them. But, you know, they got two drummers, and one of them who's not like the main drummer. I'm going blank on the word right now, what you'd call him. But he gets out there, and I got a video of it. He gets out there and just starts banging on a cowbell, like on the last song. Dude. It is so funny. He's kicking his legs and everything, which, Lane, he went and watched that show with us
Yeah, I
at
was there.
Choctaw, but, dude, that was so funny. I laughed so hard at that.
Yeah.
They put on a heck of a show.
Well, you guys got anything coming up soon, date wise? This probably won't be out in time for, or it won't be out in time for anybody to know about tomorrow. But you have anything else planned, sort of down the road?
I mean, as of right now, what we're told, now I didn't get kind of okayed, and it's really not. We're supposed to do a show at Giovanni and the Hired Guns. We were told we were going to open for him, but then some stuff got mixed up the 29th of September at Hochtown Saloon in Broken Bow. And then we're finding out right now we might be planning an after party for him inside. We really don't know yet, but that's...
Either way, that's awesome.
no, of course,
that's awesome.
Shoot
We
ya.
love them.
Yeah.
Giovanni, they're great. But they put on a heck of a show, too. But we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
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 They were playing 7 strings at
Cafe.
Cafra. I couldn't. That was crazy. I thought they were going to use them, but they never did.
So if someone wants to book you guys, what's the best way to contact you?
Oh hell, we're on Instagram.
Yeah,
Facebook.
probably social
Yeah.
media
Okay.
is the best way to contact. Man,
What about the Kinlock email? Do we not have one?
Guys, we're gonna have an email.
I don't know.
I mean, I think we've got one, but I don't
Yeah.
remember it.
So if I need to make a new
There's
one.
probably a bunch of booking emails in there, and you guys just don't know. So you gotta check
no
the
idea.
email.
Yeah.
Just look up Kinlock and then just send it our
So,
way.
someone forgot the password. You gotta hit the forgot my
Yeah.
password. Do the reCAPTCHA.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have to go through that whole process.
I am not a
Social
robot.
media for sure. Instagram's the best, but whichever.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Fine with
Awesome.
us.
Well,
Social media, real quick. You wanna plug that?
I'll have to look
The
this up
handle.
real quick.
we'll
Yeah.
link it in the description as well, so
Yeah.
you can click on it right below.
I have no idea what it is. I don't like social media in general, so
I'm not a big social media guy either.
it just bothers me. Like, and then like, you know, you need to record TikToks. That's what you know, kind of almost have to do at this point.
Well, social media in general is like a necessity in the music industry.
Yeah,
really
like singing into a or not even a microphone, just singing into your camera. I'm just like,
It's just Kinlock.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It just bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Kinlock music, by the way.
Perfect.
Anybody wants to book?
Awesome. Book them up. Yeah.
Hook them up.
Yeah.
Send them some DMs. Get these guys some shows.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That'd be handy.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. It's a pleasure.
Thanks for
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for driving down.
Yeah. Thanks for sparking this idea
Exactly.
to get us to
Yeah,
come
there you
down.
go.
I just threw it out there. I was like, they'll take care of it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
man.